Inflation is supposed to be cooling. That's what they say. But your grocery bill, it missed the memo. I'm Richard Fowler. This is the Real Frontline. Context, not chaos. We don't do chaos here. Don't believe in it. Do not believe in the chaos. All right, let's get into it. So here's the claim versus the reality. Like we've heard senators say it, we've heard everybody say it, that like this thing is going to be calming down. The price of eggs are going down. The agricultural secretary said that you can get a piece of chicken, a tortilla chip, and a snack. And it's good. But here's what's really going on. Here's what's really happening. Inflation is slowing overall. It's starting to tick up a little bit now because of the price of gas and the price of oil, because what's happening in Iran. And that's impacting everything across the board. It's a 5-alarm fire at your local grocery store. And the price of groceries are still really fucking expensive. Let me just call it. Let me just give you the English. Food prices are up 20% since 2020. Yep. Percent. That's why when you go to the Giant, the Food Lion, the Publix, the Kroger, wherever the hell you get your food, the Aldi's, you feel like you buy 3 things and you spent $80 or $40. You're like, this used to cost me $10. I used to come in here and buy 20 things for $20. Like I used to be able to buy a pack of ramen noodles, a 10-pack of ramen noodles for $10. Now a 5-pack of ramen noodles is costing me $10 and I don't understand why. Prices are rising slower, but they're not falling. And I think that's what you've got to understand. So when you hear the politicians say inflation is falling, to some extent, statistically, they're right. Even though, like I said, gas prices and fuel prices, because of what's happening in Iran, you're probably going to see inflation tick up a little bit. It's not going to be what you saw after the pandemic, but the prices aren't falling. They're just rising slower than they were 4 years ago. But the key thing here is they're still elevated and they're rising. The cost of chicken is still going up. The cost of eggs is still going up. The cost of milk is still going up. The cost of butter is still going up. It's just not going up as fast as it was going up before. So you're not crazy. So when they say the prices are, inflation is going down, the language matters. It's not the prices are going down. The prices are going up. They're just not going up like this. They're going up like this. All right. Prices remain. Prices rarely ever reverse because there's the other thing here too. Right. And this is why, to some extent, you got to blame corporations for their actions. Because what corporations will likely do is well, we're not going to lower prices. If we're selling you ramen 2 for 10 or 5 for 10, we're never going to go back. We're never going to go back, right? We're never going to go back for, 5 for 20. It's never going to happen. Okay. So the supply chain might be improving, but prices are going to stay stuck. Corporations are going to keep prices high. They control the price. Prices don't reset. They just stop rising as fast. And this weekly strain is something real. And you're feeling it every day. It's impacting your paycheck. And you're trying to figure out, why am I paying so much at the grocery store? What the hell is happening, Richard? And I've come tonight to tell you, I wish I had good news. I wish I was the bearer of good news. But regrettably, I'm not. I'm not. I don't have bad news, but I don't have good news. I think we're going to see the price of groceries continue to stay high. And I think we're going to potentially see the price of groceries go up. One, because of what's happening in Iran and the price of fuel going up. And here's why the price of fuel matters to the price of your groceries. It's because of the price of diesel. So for many people who have, a Honda Accord, Toyota Corolla, you don't think about the price of diesel because you're like, I ain't buying diesel, I'm buying unleaded. But the price of diesel actually matters. Diesel is the price that the truck pays that delivers the food to your grocery store. Okay? And also, diesel is the price that the farmer pays who is running the tractor at the farm that produces the cabbage that you like, or the bananas that you like, or the avocados that you like. So you have that. So the price of diesel will remain. The price of diesel right now, I think, is like $5.39 a gallon, $5.30 a gallon on average. So that is being factored into the cost of your food. The other thing to remember is tariffs. So remember Donald Trump told you that tariffs will help Americans and that all these corporations will pay the tariff? Oh, honey, you are paying the tariff. And for many of the crops that we see in our grocery stores, they're produced in other countries. Yeah, the avocados that you like, they're produced in Mexico, Costa Rica, the bananas, Costa Rica. And so when you put a tariff on things, that's a tax. That's a trade tax. And so if Trump puts a tariff, let's just call it, let me make it easy math so you understand it. If he said there's a 10% tariff on bananas, that means a bunch of bananas that used to cost, say, $1 to import into the United States now cost $1.10. Somebody's got to pay that 10 cents. And because the margins for bananas aren't like that, like the margins are very small, people who are the banana farmer is not going to absorb that 10 cents. So you at the store are going to pay $1.10 for bananas, which means you are paying the tariff. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to do it because I like to give you good news. Like the good book says, I like to give you good tidings of great joy. But right now, I have bad tidings and no joy. Inflation is cooling, but the cost of living has not caught up to it. And to go further, I think the cooling that we've seen in inflation is probably, no, it's likely short lived because we're not really sure how long this Iran situation is going to last. And I think for many speculators, they've already priced in the risk of Iran into the cost of crude oil, which is a direct input to the cost of diesel gas, diesel fuel, and diesel fuel is a direct input into the cost at the grocery store. So buckle up, save those pennies. I guess they don't make pennies anymore. Save those nickels and those dimes and prepare to pay more when you go buy your weekly groceries. I'm Richard Fowler. Like and subscribe. Don't be mad at me. And I'll see you next time.